8 a.m. is meant for many things, such as sleeping, yoga, and coffee drinking. However, cramming endless amounts of new information is not among them. Millions of today's students are facing this problem daily. An easy solution to this problem is obvious: a later start time for schools. Not only would the students profit from this change, but the school system as a whole would as well. Many benefits come from delaying school start times, such as an increased student motivation, health benefits, and overall higher academic achievement. According to the U.S. Department of Education, over 43% of the 18,000 public high schools in the United States have a start time before 8 a.m. School-age children need at least 8 hours of sleep each night to function properly and maintain a healthy lifestyle. This would mean they would need to be in bed at least by 11 p.m. each night, which is just not realistic. Kids are involved in too many things and are too addicted to their electronics at night to have a consistent early bedtime. A poll conducted by the National Sleep Foundation revealed that 87% of high school students and 60% of middle school students do not get the recommended 8.5 to 9.5 hours of sleep each night. If schools would push back just an hour, this would allow these students to get that extra hour of sleep and hopefully enable them to meet the recommended hours of sleep each night. Moreover, a later start time would lead to increased student motivation. At some point, almost all students have either skipped or came into school late because they could not get out of bed. According to a study conducted by the American Medical Association, on average, students were absent 6 more times per year in their first period class. The motivation just isn't there, and even if they do make it to school, they are not in the mood to learn. Trying to teach a student that is not in the mood to learn is pointless. It goes in one ear and out the other. According to the Journal of Research in Crime and Delinquency, as little as a 25-minute delay in school start time led to a less depressed mood. A start time of 9 a.m. as opposed to a start time of 8 a.m. would have more students present and ready to learn. Furthermore, many health-related risks are associated with adolescent sleep deprivation. These include a higher chance of obesity, a lack of exercise, an increased use of caffeine, and an increased number in car accidents due to drowsiness. No sleep equals no energy. With no energy, it is easy to form lazy habits that lead to unbreakable cycles. Students wake up in the morning and resort to caffeine as their energy source, go to sleep, come home, grab an unhealthy snack, and lay on the couch and watch TV and nap for the rest of the evening. Taking a nap makes it even harder to fall asleep at night, just starting the cycle all over again. The most eye-opening of these is the increased number of car accidents related to drowsiness. The Adolescent Sleep Working Group studied the relationship between car wreck records for 17 to 18-year-olds and school start times, and it was found that the crash rates for the county that delayed school start times decreased by 16.5% over a 2-year time span. The United States car crash rate and childhood obesity epidemic could be greatly reduced with this slight change in time. The greatest argument one could take into consideration when talking about school start time is academic achievement. A study conducted by Finley Edwards in 2012 found that an hour delay increased math and reading standardized test scores by 3 percentile points. Another study conducted by the Adolescent Sleep Working Group further validated this study, suggesting that a delay in school start time had the same effect on standardized test scores as decreasing the class sizes by 1/3. If nothing else persuades schools, these statistics should. Not only do better standardized test scores result in more successful students, it also gets the school more recognition and money. So, how can you make a difference? The first thing you can do is go sign the national petition. You can find it at startschoollate.net. The next thing you can do is sign your local petitions, and if you don't have one, start one. The next thing, attend your local school board meetings and get up and tell your position on this matter and explain to the parents and school board how it would improve the school system and all the students. Get the word out, tell everyone you know, and make sure that they find the benefits and know that the pros outweigh the cons. I strongly urge you to act, get your voice heard. You might be the one person that can get this change to happen. Although the opposition argues that delaying times would result in substantial costs due to changes in bus routes, studies disprove this. An economic study led by Marco Hafner found that after 2 years of implementing this, the benefits and the economic growth would outweigh the costs. There are many pros and cons, but the pros greatly outweigh the cons on this subject. Many problems would be improved by just a delay of 1 hour. Adolescents would get more sleep, which would have them coming to school healthy, ready to learn, and on track to success. A small price for a large reward.